The strategy of dividend investing is about the compounding effects, especially when dividends are reinvested back into your holdings. Today, I'm gonna demonstrate this effect through modeling 25 years of dividend reinvestments. I'm going to show you the real power of dividend investing, which can only be revealed on a long-time scale. The reason that I show you this is because people often get discouraged or frustrated by a lack of early results in their investments. I will show you how this snowball effect can be your path to financial independence and building generational wealth. To build this model, I'm gonna base it off one of my favorite investments, 3M. This dividend-paying stock has had 61 years of consecutive dividend growth, and is currently my top holding in my long-term dividend stock portfolio. To make this model, I took the historical statistics of the stock and projected them forward over the next 25 years. I used the compound annual growth rate of the dividend, based on the last 5 years, which is 10.99%, and the compound annual growth rate of the stock price, based on the last 10 years, which is 7.5%. Let's look at how a one-time investment of $1,000 will perform over 25 years. In the end, we will have a total value of $23,789 when reinvesting dividends, and $6,442 when not reinvesting dividends. This is a massive difference, at $17,346. It should be noted that although the total value is much lower, you would receive all the dividend payouts, which amounts to $4,293. So in total you earned $10,736, which is still under half the value you would have had if you reinvested the dividends from the start. The reason for this is that you're buying more shares of the stock with your dividend, which then increases your next dividend payout, which then increases the amount of shares you can buy next time, thus increasing your payouts even more, creating a snowball effect that compounds over time. By the end of 25 years, if you reinvest your dividends, you will be receiving $1,620 in dividends. This means you will receive 162% of your initial investment in just your annual payment. At this point, you can continue reinvesting your dividends, and see even more massive growth than before, or even start taking out the payments and using them for personal expenses. Even if you stopped reinvesting, at this point your payout will still continue to grow as the dividend is increased over time. So the earlier you can start investing and capitalize on this reinvestment time, the better your results will be. So that's what would happen on a small scale, if you just did a one-time investment of $1,000, and it's pretty impressive. What would your results be if you had a more comprehensive investing strategy? Let's look at how investing $1,000 every month over the next 25 years will change the results. This means that over the period of 25 years you would have invested a total of $300,000. By the end of the period, we would have a total value of $2.3 million, when reinvesting dividends, and $877,000, when not reinvesting dividends. This is a crazy difference of $1.4 million between the two strategies. Now, to be fair, you would receive $479,524 in dividends during this time, if you don't reinvest, giving you a total of $1.3 million. But this is still over $1 million less than if you had reinvested your dividends. However, the most important factor is the dividend income that you'll be receiving by the end of the 25 years. You'll be receiving $157,000 in annual dividend income when you reinvest your dividends. This is 52% of your total dollars invested, just from 1 year's dividends. If you hadn't reinvested, then you would only have $62,000 in annual dividend income. Once again, the longer you can go through this process of reinvestment, the better, because the compounding effect only gets stronger with time. This is only scratching the surface of this effect. Let's take a quick look at what happens if you spend just 5 or 10 more years reinvesting dividends. In 30 years you'll have $398,000 in annual dividends, and a total value of $5 million in 35 years. You'll have $1 million in annual dividends and a total value of $11,700,000. Now that's insane. The gap between reinvesting dividends and not doing so is now an incredible difference. There is now a $9.7 million gap in the total value and a $800,000 gap in annual dividend income. I really need to emphasize how crazy of a difference that is. This is all just for investing a $1,000 a month for 35 years and reinvesting the dividends over time. The gap between reinvesting and not reinvesting only gets larger, so the earlier you start investing, the more powerful you'll experience the snowball effect. I hope this has been of some interest to you. Thank you for watching. I would greatly appreciate if you could leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and hopefully I will see you on the next video.